We're going to take you to Kuala Lumpur. We're going to take you to Indonesia, the most beautiful place on earth. We're also going to take you to Singapore, the most expensive place on earth. We're going to also take you to Thailand, where they have lots of colors, great food, and even the far-off land of Los Angeles, California. We had so many airports and so many flights, and I have to give a shout out to my wife Angie for entertaining the kids and doing a lot of good planning to make sure that the flights went well. And they did! We started the trip off with a lot of constipation from Gray. This is a montage of his poop face. After all of that pooping, he was pooped. Anyways, back to Kuala Lumpur. It was Vera's birthday when we got there, so we got her a tiara and a birthday sash that said, "It's my party." As you can tell, it was her party.
Why do you think my unicorn dress and my sunglasses are cute?
We woke up really early and got ready to go to what are called the Batu Caves. When we got there, there was a man that wanted to show Vera how to feed the pigeons. Well, Vera got kind of scared, so I did it instead. I got one to land on my arm. After that, Gray wanted to eat the pigeons. Speaking of food, we found some disgustingly large catfish. We hit the market, and then we also went and saw a really cool temple. At night, we went to Little India, and Gray got his groove on while we got our food on. I think our favorite part was the food. Mangosteen, yummy noodles, rice wrapped in banana leaves, and obviously the wonderful Indian food. After a couple of long days, we were pretty tired. So we headed to the pool. It was on the 47th floor and it was amazing. We loved Kuala Lumpur. We also fell in love with Indonesia. We took a flight where the kids did great. And then we went and got a car.
So Zach, how you feeling?
Not good. I don't know where I'm going.
Left hand side and stick. Let's see how this rides.
I really got the hang of it pretty quick.
Oh yeah? You didn't think I can flip a Yui on the left side of the road with a stick shift? Well, I can.
I will say the driving in Indonesia was pretty darn crazy.
He's turning.
Despite the crazy driving, we finally had made it. We quickly made our way down to the beach.
Great ball, are you liking the watermelon? Are you liking the watermelon? Yeah.
We then drove to a hike, and the roads were so narrow. This is a two-way street. These things were everywhere. Gross. It was a beautiful hike, and we actually met a school out on a field trip. The kids did great. We had to cross a really scary bridge. I gotta give another shout out to Angie. She is a trooper. The landscapes in Lombok, Indonesia are beautiful, with tons of rice paddies, mosques, and beautiful scenery. I, of course, went spearfishing and had a lot of fun.
Say cheese! Woo!
This was the first time I tried filming underwater, so sorry for all the shakiness. I didn't really get a good shot of me getting any fish, but that just gives me a reason to go back. We were free diving about 20 meters, and the water was so clear. I grazed my leg against an underwater plant that gave me a huge rash, and it burned like fire coral. We also saw a ton of these ginormous pufferfish. I also caught a seahorse, and of course, we got a lot of fish, including a barracuda. To me, that looks like dinner. I had to go and find somebody to help me cook it. I found a dude named Jabut who said his wife could cook our fish, so he took us to his house on some motor scooters. Jabut's family was so cute, especially their little girl. Vera brought some prizes for them. The kids played out on the porch where we were going to eat dinner. It's pretty crazy how the language barrier does not even matter among these kids. After a couple of hours, the fish was done. It was delicious. This is really an experience that we're never going to forget. I was talking to Jabut about how Angie does real estate. So the next day, he took us to a piece of property that he thought we might be interested in. It was among these really small islands, so it was easier to get there by taking a boat. The kids really loved it. There were a lot of goats and a beautiful beach nearby. Overall, really fun day. The delicious food makes Indonesia really easy to fall in love with. They cook this corn on the cob right on the side of the road that's delicious. Speaking of food, I went spearfishing again and cooked the fish on a couple of sticks right on the beach. Gray was obsessed with jumping off the ledges into the water. We got to let a turtle go on the beach. Vera got really scared to hold it, so she said that I could do it. The next day was our anniversary, and we had so much fun. We went on a beautiful hike, found a waterfall, and some amazing views. We were sad to say goodbye. Off to Singapore. You know, you can be in a really cool city halfway around the world, and the kids just want to swim. So that's what we did. We let them swim and fall. Singapore is known for their cuisine, and we got some amazing noodles and Indian dosas. But off to Thailand. We love Thailand for the amazing landscapes, but mostly because of the food.
Thai spicy.
Yummy.
Yummy,
Delicious.
yummy.
but don't forget about those landscapes. Again, first thing we did was get some transportation. I found this three-wheel in front of somebody's house, and the guy let me rent it for $35 for the week. The kids seemed to really love it, but even more so, Angie loved it because they could sleep.
We fly halfway around the world so that our kids can play at a crappy playground.
We were staying in a place called Krabi, but there's a really cool island by Krabi named Kolanta. They had a really convenient ferry that we took our scooter onto. Early one morning, we took a hike up to Tiger Temple. You have to walk up 1,260 steps to get to the top, but man, is it worth it. Yes, that's an elephant. It can't be a vacation if you don't do a big hike. We found these creepy looking lizards. The view took your breath away. After that, the kids had a nice nap on the way home. And we found a dilly bar. And we found two fish fighting out of water. Thanks for watching the overview of our Asia trip in 2019.